Hey guys, this is Tim from Twice Circled, and welcome to episode 26 of the official Big Pharma video blog. Now, where we left off last time, we're playing this full unlock scenario. So the challenge is money spinners. I have to create a number of production lines with a value above, a combined value per sale above $500. I'm not doing that great. I mean, I've got 3, and I need 5 for standard. I've got 2 years remaining. I think I'm going to reach standard, but I'm not sure I'm going to reach expert. Now, it's interesting because I would actually play this level a bit differently if I was replaying it. This is actually the first time I've properly given this level a go. I mean, obviously I tested it, but I haven't actually played a proper official version of it all the way through. And yeah, I've definitely not got the right strategy. I think I messed up a little bit. I think at the beginning I should have really just gone for money earners, and then I could have started making interesting things. Whereas I went for this kind of sickle cell anemia one, and unfortunately I really killed that market. Well, it's not really killed it. It's not great. Yeah, you see, interestingly, oversaturation is only hurting it by 7%, which isn't that bad. But I've been curing some of the sufferers, and I'm not sure that the demand started that low anyway. Oh, and that's interesting. Now, there was an event which test tube babies, so people are actually removing the kind of genome, the DNA that would lead to, because it's a genetic disorder, sickle cell anemia. So that's actually pushing it down as well. So I think I really need to get out of sickle cell anemia. So that's this one up here. So the question is, what do we want to put in its place? And can we actually deal with the loss of profits that would happen if we did get rid of that? So that's currently making us 194. I mean, maybe we should just let it tick for a few ticks and just kind of see what our profits are like.
New loan available.
New loan available.
New loan available.
Oh wow, they're all turning up at the same time. That's a little strange. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I don't think so. Maybe I took 2 loans very close to each other. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, so we're making okay money now. We've got 106 in the bank, which is pretty good. I don't know. What are we going to make? Oh, I think we talked at the end of last week. Maybe we're going to make, yeah, a slightly better version of this. Maybe add in the Suez cold symptoms. I mean, yeah, it doesn't need to be a creamer either. We haven't upgraded anything, so our process cost is still relatively high. Would a syringe maker be a good return on investment there? Process cost 100, and it will give me plus 20%. So this one's combined value will be kind of more like 800, plus 20% of 800. Yeah, it's not. It is slightly better, but it's probably not worth buying 3 of those syringe injectors. Do we want to keep these syringe injectors? Do we sell them? Because we don't really have anywhere to put them. Syringe injectors are expensive. You know what? I'm being stupid. Don't do that. I always do this. So okay, let's just turn off these. Let's turn off the input there and let that run its way through, because we don't want to waste all the kind of money we've already invested in these ingredients. And we do have to be careful about time though, because it does take time for this to all run through. I mean, we could buy another plot. 20,000. We could do something interesting here. Maybe we could wait. Okay. Strokes rate. Yes, unfortunately, the blood tree is just got really bad demand. And the blood tree's neat because you don't need to use catalysts. So we could have made some strokes risk. I'm pretty sure someone else is already making that. Oh no, he's making treats angina. Okay, it's just it's just a pretty low value. We do. What catalysts do we have? We have level 1 and level 2. Are we making that? We are making a bit of that. We have level 1 and 2 catalysts, so we could... Are we making male contraceptive? Or are we making... I think we're making alleviates erectile dysfunction, aren't we, here? What's the demand? Oh yeah, I was actually meant to tell you about some of the new features. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been using it. I've been going to the Cure tab. It's just convenient at the moment. But you can actually see the saturation here, this new column, which I think is pretty useful, actually. Because what's nice is being able to see the kind of sold per month next to the average Cure saturation. So you can kind of make this kind of judgment, like, look, we're selling 15 per month for this. Obviously you only know what you're selling. You would have to then jump to here to quickly check that they're not making it too. But yeah, if you're selling kind of 15 a month for this and it's only saturation of 30%, we know that we could sell 3 times as much. In fact, why aren't we selling 3 times as much of that? Wait. I think we are selling more of that. That's really weird. Oh no, this is only a one speed. Okay, yeah, you see, maybe what we should do is, yeah, make this into a 2-speed. I think I said that in the last video. I'm kind of, it's still just coming back to me. Alright, what else are we making? Can get rid of that. So we're making a little bit of this kind of double cure. And this one, right, this one's a kind of decent money, but it's actually not, yeah, I remember this now. Decent money, but it's not actually, the value's not quite 500, unfortunately. And that's with our sachets here, which is kind of, yeah, not quite good. I mean, we might be able to increase the value of this by upgrading our sachets, and that might push it above 500. It goes up by 5 each time, I think. So, yeah, that's actually not... It's per cure, so we've got 2 cures in there. So that would add like 10 to the value for each upgrade point. We're currently on... yeah, we'd need to fully upgrade that, which is actually probably not going to happen. It might be worth it later when we have a few more cures. A few more multi-cure drugs. Yeah, I think that's definitely the thing to do, is do a lot more alleviates erectile dysfunction. Now, another one of the features, while I just let this run through, is there's now this little indicator on all the starting ingredients. This little blue one, which, let me just check, that's all worked through. No. Oh no, looking at the wrong one. Okay, yeah, that hasn't quite worked through. Okay. And basically this, it says starting concentration of ingredient which contains this cure. So for example, and there might be some with multiples, no. So what we know by looking at this is we have an ingredient which has the diabetes cure and is at concentration 6. And this was actually a request from you guys. The reason I put it in is, well, it was relatively simple to get it in terms of, like, without having to disrupt lots of the existing GUI. But the reason it's useful is because sometimes you kind of, it doesn't really matter how far away you are from this active range. More what you're interested in knowing is whether you will have to, which side of the range you're on. Right, for example here, this upgrade requirement is 16 to 18. Now, the active range is 15 to 19, so you know, the upgrade is kind of this section here. So we're only actually one concentration step away from this upgrade. Whereas if this starting concentration had been on the other side of this active range, then we'd have to move a little bit further. So you can ascertain, you know, directly from this screen the potential kind of profit, and you know, you are going to be saving, you know, 10 or 20 dollars based on not having to move as far. So there we go. It's just another little improvement. And then the final improvement is, okay, we've moved through all of our syringes. Probably wasted a bit of time there. This is quite bad, isn't it? Oh my god, I don't know if this is good decision, because at least that still had a good combined value. Oh, am I an absolute idiot? Oh my god, am I throwing this away? I'm really bad at this game. Gosh. Are we really just going to sell all of this stuff? I thing is, once we have loads of money, then we can just like expand loads. I think this is going to be a bit risky, but I think we're going to do it. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to keep these syringe makers because they're kind of expensive. And then I'm going to just delete everything else. Yeah, I'm going to delete the chromatographs. Oh yeah, I changed paint so that it doesn't cost as much. So maybe I should paint this line like red. It only costs 1 each now. Okay, so I think the first thing we should do is actually make this line work at full speed. So we'd need to have like a double shaker set up. Gosh, it's going to be tight to fit in. Or, you know, we've got a lot of extra ports. We don't necessarily need to use this port for all of it. What we could do is have another one of these. Run this into here, because that bit of the line is single speed already. And then we just need to fit in... Ooh, that's actually not good. I mean, that shaker will fit really nicely in this corner. So something more like that might be better. God, this is surprisingly difficult to fit in. That works, doesn't it? God, that was scary. Okay, and then this one, yeah, we're putting it into the same thing, so we just need the same. Okay, and then we import here. Oh yeah, another change is that, what ingredient was it? It's the little purple crystals. Another change is that sockets now suck by default. I mean, I've been talking about doing this for ages, and it was actually much harder than I first thought to do. It really was quite a complicated change. I had to actually update the whole kind of belt calculation to make it work. But now, if you kind of, if you have like a line, like a stray kind of trail of belts which has a load of like pills on or something, you can just connect that to any socket and it will get kind of sucked out, if you like, and exported. Okay, so then we need to double up the rest of our line. And what I'm actually thinking is, yeah, actually instead of this, we can just put that straight in there. Then that goes through 2 things. Yeah, then the rest is single. See, that's totally worth it. That's going to double the profit of this. And then we just need to, let's just make sure this works, right? So what we want to come out of it is this green powder. Looks like that. So it's got female contraceptive and it's got this breathing difficulties there. No, that's gone wrong. I'm confused. Oh, I do. I've got the base the wrong way around. Oh, whoops. I thought that was the same. Huh. Oh no, look, I've swapped them round. Okay, yeah, whoops. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. That looks much better. I do like the fact that you can kind of identify just from the colour whether something is worth is the right thing. It's very kind of clear straight away. You know, Alright, these all look the same. Again, that just goes out there. And do we want to do anything other than the cream? I think the cream's probably... Oh, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to actually lower the concentration by 1 more. We can't do it before here, because I think... We need to do it in this final stretch, I think. Does this need it? That just comes down to alleviate reactor. Yeah. Should we... Would it be better than having all these ionizers to use like a couple of autoclaves? What are we trying to get it down to? We're trying to get it down to... we do actually need to use an ionizer to actually remove at this point. So yeah, doesn't matter. We could put a dissolver in anywhere else, really. I mean, it could go like that. It's not the neatest. It's probably better to put it in down here, isn't it? Little awkward. What's the best way to do this? I mean, I could put it here and then move that creamer up a couple. It's a shame to cover another port. We don't know if we're going to need that. Oh no, that won't work anyway. We'd have to move it up another. That does seem unnecessarily crappy. That could work. Shift these two up. Oops. No, not quite. It's weird, I do this weird thing where I actually turn my head. It's really bizarre, I don't know why I do that. Turn my head at like 30 degrees. So I'm like looking at these lines. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why I do that. Turn my head when I'm doing like complex puzzle like that. I think that works. Have I messed up? That looks good to me. Let's just push that through. I shouldn't be wasting time like this, really. Demand for female contraception's rising. Now that's cool. Okay. I think should we use the rest of this thing to make female contraception and hope that how much is that worth? 241. I mean, it's not going to be worth 500. That's the problem. This is worth 700, but it's still only one product, so we're doing really bad on the actual thing. Female contraception is going to be very difficult to get high enough on its own. What if we mixed that with one of these ones? Now that's still not going to be really enough, is it? We need to mix it with a level 2. No. So I don't think we can take advantage of that. I just don't think it's going to be give enough value. Okay, so let's make something else. I mean, God, we could active appetite suppressant. It's worth 490. If we don't push that down too much, we could possibly do that. That doesn't need any catalysts as well. All right, let's see if we can do that. Cures acid reflux. That seems quite. I've got to say, that's quite an easy one. Seems pretty good, doesn't it? It's quite a big concentration change, but it's just it needs the autoclave is all. It's not too bad at all. All right. 16. Now we're just going for value here. So what we're going to use, I think we'll use syringe makers at the end to push its value up, make sure it gets over the top. We're just trying to obviously do this for the goal.
You have released a new product.
Yeah, I have, and this is at... Yeah, it's got both of them. Oh, wait a minute. No, that does. That counts as a new one. Ooh, okay. Right. Okay, so the way that this let me just check, particular challenge works, in fact, it's the way that all product counting is done for challenges, is that if it's got a different cure in it, it counts as a new product. So you can't just change the concentration and count as two products. But yeah, if it has a different cure, you can. So this one, wait, no, sorry. This, what am I looking for? This one, here we go. Soothes cold symptoms and alleviates erectile dysfunction. It's different to this one, which just alleviates erectile dysfunction. So if we can provide half of one and half of the other, that's two products. Because one of them's got a bonus thing. One of them adds, it soothes cold symptoms. You can imagine the situation. The guy gets home from work. He's a little bit sniffly. He's caught a cold, and he's stressed. So he's with his lady friend or his wife, and he's having trouble in the bedroom. And then he takes this wonder pill, right? And he feels good about himself because he's able to perform, and then he goes into work the next day and he has no more cold. So sometimes it's good to think about with these. That makes sense. I think that's a good one. Okay, now the really cool thing about this is we actually get to use a fixed belt. So fixed belts you get from here, and basically they cost 25, and they permanently convert an existing belt into a fixed belt. And so it just sets the direction. So it looks a little bit like this, right? So you can see by that from the hover that direction is in the same direction as it's currently going. But if I just flick the mouse wheel or use Q and D, you can flip that round. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually send half of our drug through this dissolver and half of it not through the dissolver. In fact, we could even just do it with one of these ionizers if that's simpler. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, as long as it goes through all but one of the ionizers, that would also be enough. Can we do that? So what we basically need to do is find an extra little loop which skips an ionizer. Now we could do this here, but that would actually skip the dissolver too, which is actually too much. We can't actually skip this one because you actually do need a single belt to make fixed between them. We could we do this one? No, that wouldn't work either. Man, I can't believe this is so close to working and yet not quite there. Oh, please, and I can't make a loop there either. This is just stupid. Come on. I could just move this one more out. It's not the biggest deal. Alright. Fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Okay? Now the idea is basically, and I'm going to colour this to make it super clear. In fact, we'll do it like that. Yeah. These are our two routes, okay? Should we make it blue? So half the drug will go on the blue belt and half of it will go on the yellow belt. Well, it actually won't at the moment because this is what we call an indeterminate belt, okay? So this belt could actually run in either direction. There is no way, given the setup that we've given it, that it could know which direction it needs to run in. Because look, a drug could either go in here, and through here, like this, like we want it to skip. Or perhaps we want this belt, this particular belt here, to run like this. So the drug goes through here, up here, and then back round. So this could actually run in either direction. This, for example, could be a splitter or a merger, and so could this. But actually what we want is this to be a splitter and this to be a merger. Now, the way we do that is we use a fixed belt. So I can toggle the direction like this, I click, and that's it. You can actually see the two belts that it affects, then show you the direction that they're then moving in. And let's just show you what happens. So you're going to see that, so this is going to go out here. And I don't know if it will be the next one or the one after. That's cool. So we're going to see right now. So this drug is currently at 17. So is this one. This one's going to go down another one. Goes down to 16, and either drug still gets that side effect removed, but it doesn't have that slightly lower concentration. So you have this one's at 10, And there we go, that one's at 11, so there we go. Now they'll just alternate. So 11, 10, 11. So by using the fixed belt, we've now actually made 2 products on a single line, and that should count as 2. So yeah, it does. So we're now selling. So this one's not worth enough. So yeah, we've got 3 different products which are now good to go, whereas we did only have 2 a moment ago. Okay, that was a nice bit of thinking. Now let's finish this one here. So now we just need to get that down to 8 and then use an autoclave. So I think 2 autoclaves are the way to go here. Now we don't necessarily need to double this up. I think we will. I think we'll just go for money for 1 more production line, and from then on I'm not going to bother with making like production lines to make money. I'm just going to make ones which will finish the job, the mission. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I'm going to do this the manual way. I'm going to do that. Oops. Okay, and then we cross this over. Use a little crossroad. And then we want 2 of these actually. Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? Does that work? So this goes straight into there, this goes straight into there, and then it crosses over. That does work. Oh, that is a sick layout. Man, I'm well chuffed with that. That's awesome. I think that'll work. Let's just check. Okay, so that goes there. So that's now at 8, which means if we use it again, that'll upgrade. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I had extra sound effects. Now, we're actually just going to stay at this one and then use syringes. We're not going to bother upgrading that to cure irritable bowel syndrome. We just want to get that up to between 11 and 15. So, 11 and 15. Should we just use agglomerators? 2, in fact, yeah, 2 agglomerators. I think it's not. I don't want to. Can't be bothered to do another one of these things. Now I'm going to use the old agglomerator, evaporator agglomerator combo. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Basically, because these go right turn, left turn, they're actually quite good to do one after the other. It can make pretty good lines rather than doing agglomerator, agglomerator, evaporator. Wait, have I still got explorers? Are they just sitting there? No, I fired them all. That's okay. I think okay. Actually, this is a real question. Right now, we need to work out: do we need more ingredients, or can we kind of do this without any more? I think probably we need a couple more ingredients. Liver's normally quite a good one, and normally just uses one of these. Yeah, I think I'll get that one. I mean, that's worth doing. Okay, so that's now has a combined value of 490. Why has only one thing come through? It's all blocked up, hasn't it? Whoops. Okay. So I'm going to then use syringes to push that up. I mean, I could just use a pill maker, or even I could use a creamer to push it up by 30. It's just that then if the value goes down, it's no longer up there. Whereas if I use a syringe, I mean, I do already own the syringes. Yeah, I'm going to use the syringes. We can always swap them back out again. What the hell's happening here? Why is this not working? That's so weird. I don't understand that at all. This is empty. That could totally take a thing. Okay, let's just try deleting that, see what happens. Whoa! Now that's no good. I really, really don't understand that. I really don't. That's okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'm gonna do a quick save and look at this problem.
Game saved.
Because that is so strange. Like that really shouldn't happen. I'm sure. That's so bizarre. It must be to do with having the crossroad right next to this. Anyway, let's just see if that continues to work. Yeah, I think that's going to stop again. No, well, it's got a little bit out of sync now. No, maybe it's okay. 100%, 70%. Oh god, this is going to back up now. I've got to be careful. Gosh. Oops. Very strange. I think that'll work. And it doesn't really matter. We've got so many sockets here. I'm just going to do that.
You have released a new product.
Yeah, I have. Alright, cool. We're up to 4. Whoops. Sorry, it's not my mic. Sorry about the noise. Okay. We now have 190. I think we're going to start making some decent money now, although we did take a couple of explorers, which cost loads. But I think that's going to make some decent money. Let's just see what is the profit like on that last one. Oh, we just made what is it? Appetite suppressant, 236. It's actually not bad. And it is above that. It's only just maybe worth using the what's it called? The syringe injector on that particular one. I feel like maybe I should make the sachet makers better. I kind of feel like this should be worth doing, but it actually feels like it might be better to use like a syringe maker, even in this situation. No, actually combined value 386 is pretty bad. They are better. They in fairness, they do make you more money than a pill printer does in this situation. So, okay. So I guess we buy this one, or maybe this one, oh, this is actually quite a nice one for big lines. All right. Oh, more pink. That's kind of boring. Let's look at our cures. What should we make next? I really wanted to finish this today, but time is running out. So we do. I think we've got that catalyst, don't we? Maybe not. Oh no, we don't. Nowhere near. Okay. We're not making this yet. We could make this, but not bother trying to make it nice and slow so we don't cure too many people. Yeah, let's just make a single, like a slow speed. In fact, it will be like a third speed because of the ultraviolet cure. That's fine, you know. And I think what we want to do is we want to try. I mean, I remember when I first started this. Wait, I'm looking for warts. Don't I have one with removed warts? I can't see it. Diabetes, rash, hypertension. Oh, something blind. So when I first started this level, my plan was to use like multi-mixes in a really clever way and like do lots of mixing and stuff together. And I haven't really done much of that. because it turns out that maybe isn't a very good strategy. But I think this is a great example, though, is where it starts to pay dividends, is when you're not going for profit and all you're going to try and do is like maximize your space to make the most different products as possible. I mean, like, this is a very good example here. Because we have that second product in there, we can easily make 2 products out of this, both with a high value. So we're going to try and do the same here. We're going to mix together... So the warts one, we're eventually going to need that level 2 catalyst, right? So we're going to need this one. So we're going to want a similar kind of start. So right, you know what? Yeah, it's the same as that one we've already got with the alleviates erectile dysfunction. Let's do the same with the soothes cold symptoms, adding on, but this time it will be a male contraceptive instead. So I think, yeah, that will count as, again, 2 different products. So we want to start it exactly the same, in fact. We just want to go, it's going to be like agglomerator, ionizer, agglomerator, then multi-mixer. This one just needs to go for a shaker. And then we want 2 multi-mixers. Something like that. How did we do anything without Crossroads? Like, seriously? They're so good. Alright, let's see if that works. Okay, and do you remember that green? That's the colour we want. Okay, and then we went for... it's then... Why am I doubling this up? Ugh, I don't need to double this up, do I? Why am I doing this? Ah, Timmy, will you ever learn? I've done it. It's like I want to continue, but like the sensible thing, because the ultraviolet cures are so big, the sensible thing to do here is not double up. I'm certain of it. Alright, screw this. I'm not doubling up. I'm sticking to what I said. I don't think there is any reason to want to double up here. The only reason you'd want to double up here is if you then wanted to use your alleviates. Alright. Let's try and do something really stupid. Okay, then we're gonna make alleviates erectile dysfunction at full speed, but then after that we're gonna split it off, and half we're gonna make. We're going to basically then try and make, like, add in something else and make a new, another product. Oh, this is getting interesting now. Conceptually quite confusing. That will make this a crossroad. That would actually work. Amazingly, that's actually going to work as a crossroad. Because just half will go in there and half will go in there. And then... and what's the point of that? So that will get us down... What's the point of this again? Right. And then we need dissolver. And then we need an agglomerator. Not sure if this is as neat and tidy as I can make it. It's not bad. Yep, that's running full speed. That's brilliant. Oh no, but it's different colours. It's different colours. What's gone wrong? Yeah, alright, one of these I didn't get the base in the right place. Sure they should. Yeah, I just didn't toggle that base. Okay, that's fine. Which colour? We want that one, don't we? Get rid of all the pink ones. Okay. How are we doing for time? Oh god, this is going to be tight. I shouldn't be doing something quite so kind of complicated. Okay, and then we're going to have... So this is where we split it, okay? So half now, we need a cure, which is in that very bottom... Oops. In that very bottom section. Diabetes would work. Acid reflux would work. And then the other one we can just use ultraviolet Cura on. Whew, okay, so... I mean, could we fit this in? I mean, okay, no, how... Ultraviolet Cura, okay. We need to get it down to 9. And then it's going to be... It's a really annoying one, I remember. You have to get all the way back up to the top again. So yeah, it's going to need more than you think to do this. We're going to need some space. So... Okay. Let's do the other one first. We just need to kind of let the... Okay, something like... I think it's going to have to be something like this. It's going to be a little bit... It's a real waste of space here, basically. It really sucks. Unless we could bring the concentration down. Wait, where's the concentration need to be for our acid reflux? The acid... This is going to be the base, I think, and the other one's going to get... No, well, either will work, actually. No, yeah, the other one will be the base. And then that needs to be a high concentration. So yeah, that's actually really... That's kind of perfect for where it already is. Yeah, so... Oh, wait, I'm being an idiot. I always forget this. It's a really stupid thing I do. You need to make sure it overlaps. Okay. So we need this... Alleviate erectile dysfunction. We need that to overlap with our starting one. So yeah, we need to use warts. Wait, this is 9 to 13. No. Yes. No. Yes. So hypertension would work. 9 to 13. Rash would work. Acid reflux doesn't work. Hypertension does work. Diabetes doesn't work. So the ones that were actually in the nice positions, unfortunately, aren't going to work so well. Hypertension would work fine. Okay. Let's bring this in here. I think we are going to need to shake it, aren't we? Because, oh no, those are in the same place, which is not good. Can we do it without shaking? We want that third spot to be empty. Hypertension would work. Rash would work. Rash works. Okay, I think we need to use rash, and then we use that as the base, and we don't have to shake it. Is this making sense to you guys? See, this is what I want. This is fun. God, I like this. Okay, we don't need to shake this. We do have a very awkward multi-mixer layout thing. Could we kind of do this neater? Just don't know. I don't want to waste space because I know how big the other bit's going to be, but I think we just got to do it like this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it is pointless bringing it in there. Go on, let's just bring it in here. This is just that decision, like, should I go back and rework this bit of the line? Okay, and then that's where we split it off. No, that top one's going to be the base. Okay. And this is going to go there, and then this then we take off to be... Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, there we go. Auto-saved. Okay, good. And then we just need to move that down by 2. And we're just going to use a nice little dissolver, and then we're going to use a creamer. Okay, good. That's good. Now this other side... Oh dear, that didn't look right. Okay, so we need to get it down to 9. So we definitely need to use an autoclave here, but we only need one autoclave. This is where it gets beautiful. This is where it gets beautiful. And then we need to use an ultraviolet Cura. That's going to get down to 10. Need to use the dissolver. And we're just going to use one because we really don't care about the throughput. Yeah, we have. Yes! Okay, we've done standard. Let's finish this production line, then I'm going to wrap it up. How much time do we have?
Released a new product.
Really? Okay, well that's rubbish. Wait, okay. Everything looks good now. I think I messed up a couple. Okay. Is this good? Is this going to go? That looks like it's going to go. And you know what? I've been an absolute fool. You can't do the Sue's cold symptoms on this male contraceptive. We are going to have to now mix this with something else that is up at that high end. So now we can use our acid reflux. Yeah, this is it. This is how it goes. This is how we do it. So to get that up to there, you know what, a chromatograph is actually probably the cheapest way. Now we're going at speed 1 out of 3. We might as well just use a chromatograph to get this high. Oh, in fact, no, we don't need to, because wait. We can just mix this and use this as the base, and that's already high. And then we just need to get right. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So here's another, clever thing you can do with mixes. By choosing the base, you can choose the concentration. So if you're not, there's two ways to play the game. There's the kind of throughput, which you obviously need if you want to make profit, because you need volume. But if you actually there's also like a design part of the game where it's just about making a certain cure. And in those cases, it doesn't actually matter how many you're making of it. And I think that's really, I think that's really cool. I like that that having to design production lines in this way has a purpose. Okay, I've messed up a little bit there. I've used the wrong one as the base. But now you see this is at 13, whereas it would have been at 1. So now it's quite easy to get up by 2. Just use 2 evaporators.
Invalid position.
And look how little space that's used, because we're not having to go for the throughput. Does that have... No, it doesn't have side effects, so... I mean... What should we go for? We could use a syringe maker. Has it got enough value to be worth it? Yeah, it does, definitely. Where's that syringe maker? And again, here's the thing. Now we're only running at a third speed because of the ultraviolet cure. It really doesn't matter. We might as well use the things with the process times of 3. And at least this will have a very good profit, even if it won't have a very good throughput. Oh, and then of course we want to lose.
A competitor has released a new product.
Stomach sore. Oh, we're so close. We need 10, and we're gonna have. Well, no, we're gonna have 7. We're not that close. That's definitely got a good combined value. And what we could do then for the rest of this game, actually, and what would be quite shrewd, is to then just mix this male contraceptive with any cures that we can. So the final thing I will just do in this is we need to do a version without the calms acid reflux, actually. And so to do that, that's annoying. It's not actually going to be as simple as creating a quick loop, because it's actually... That's interesting. I wonder if we can mix it with something else. 14. This is a bit weird, right? But this is actually like the cheapest way of doing it. We mix this Sue's rash in instead. No, that's... Yeah, that will work, actually. And then... Yeah, just watch, basically.
New ingredient discovered.
Okay, so now this is our Sue's rash. Now, I only chose this particular ingredient because it had a high concentration. I didn't actually want it to link with anything. Now it's going to go through these 2 evaporators, and then it's going to have its male contraceptive, but it's not actually going to have the other cure in it, and that's absolutely fine. It counts as another product, and it means that at this point we're going to be making like, I think it's going to be 5 of each of these products per month, but that doesn't matter. It still counts as a product. So it's clever little tricks like that. Let's just get that through, and really we should be working on another product now, but here we go. This is our new product.
You have released a new product.
And yeah, they're taking it in turns to come out, so let's get rid of anything that we're not making. Sold per month 0. Oh no, that actually, I don't know. Sold per month 0. So we've got male contraceptive, and then we've got calms acid reflux, and we're not making many of either of those. pretty neat. We're making loads of money now, so it's really just about kind of, to do the master. You see, this is the thing with this level, it's quite tricky, so you need to make the money, and then you need to kind of be able to design the production lines quick enough. It becomes a different kind of sort of game. Alright, I'm quite happy with that. I'm really happy with that final production line where I got to make something kind of really inventive and interesting. I hope you like the look of the new features. I think the cure saturation column is very useful, and we've only used one fixed spell in this entire game, but you can see it's not going to massively change up what you do, but it was a component that was missing. I can tell that for sure. It's useful for doing these little splitting the production line in certain ways. You can also do clever little loops with it, which I've done a couple of times. It's quite easy to loop an agglomerator, actually. I should have done that when I needed to do 2 agglomerators. If you're running at half speed and you need to go through 2 agglomerators, then it's relatively easy to loop them. What you do is so say this is your input over here, and then you can kind of just do that, and then what you do is you make this go in that direction, and basically what will actually happen is it comes up here is you'll get a drug will go bump 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 through here, and then it will go back round a second time, and then normally the second time through it will go this way. Basically, there's only 2 modes of operation. You'll either have an ingredient which keeps looping, or it will always or it will loop once and then escape, and you just have to make sure that the timing is synced in the right way, and you can normally just do it by deleting the odd drug to make sure it's looping in the correct way. Alright, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. It's another long one, and yeah, I will see you next time. Cheers guys, bye bye.